a company, I believe their name is Portnoy, which is a law firm used to help the district collect past taxes. It is my understanding, after going to the Carbon County Pathonetary's office and requesting a list of all the litigation being done on behalf of this district, that yielded 24 pages, single line, of litigation occurring for bills as little as a couple dollars that then are hired guns, tack on up to $700, and create litigation to drive out those dollars that are short, which just adds a greater burden to an individual many times that is not costing this district any dollar. They're just a payer. I mean, they don't have children in the district or other resources. So we're actually practicing what I would term as predatory tactics against individuals that make up our district. They're part of our district. They're part of us. And we're actually suing them in court with added fees before the board has an opportunity to talk to them. Thank you. Are we going to do it? Anybody want to do anything? Okay. I make a motion that on the next agenda item for next month, we remove this, what I term as a predatory practice by this board. The board's doing it because we're hiring the attorney to physically go after these dollars that amount to, when I checked it, the average was incredibly low. I was surprised how low the actual past due dollar amount was for these individuals. It should be reviewed, it should be assigned, and we should do it. So can I get a second that we add that to the motion and discussion for next month?
I'll second that.
Thank you.
David, maybe you should make a copy of all those papers and show them to everybody here so maybe they can get an idea of how many of their neighbors and friends are on that list.
I will be glad to. Thank you. Good idea. Anybody else would think that they would want any other information, including any stakeholders, to better educate themselves of how to make this decision? One of the best things that we've changed, Mr. Workman, is the ability to seek stakeholder input about a decision prior to the decision. Like right now, we're looking at changing predatory tactics of this board, attacking ourselves on litigation. What else would you need to know besides, I agree, a list of examples? I mean, I only have the ones that just took place last year. 24 pages. This might have been going on for years. So what other information would we have besides just that list? Anybody want anything else?
No, that information is available at the courthouse.
Yeah, it's free.
And you can go back years and see how bad it's been over the past 10 years.
Yeah, and yet
Everybody
this
wants
board
to
has
see it.
never been given a report of all the litigation that's taken place within our district using our names to attack these individual stakeholders. Never. So other than that list, does anybody else, audience regular? Yes, sir.
So I have a question. Instead of, as we make broad general strokes, what you would call a predatory tax
Yep.
thing.
No, tactic. Tactic. I said tactic. Yeah, tactic.
Tactic.
Yeah.
Should we not go to my turn, a servile tactic, just say nothing? Wouldn't it make more sense to, as a board, set a limit? You talk to me $50. Yeah, I can see that, foregoing that. What about somebody $7,000?
I would agree. I think that discussion would be important. So one of the things you're asking for would be a data list of how much they were short and what the end result was to them.
May I have the floor, please? Portnoy was recommended several years ago by Mr. Fike because Portnoy had a better record of collecting delinquent taxes over the county.
I would agree that sledgehammer works very well.
And Portnoy has always worked with anybody who had delinquent taxes, whether they put them on a payment plan. And I can recall Mr. Schwab actually saying, if they have issues, come in, talk to the business office, and we will try to work out a plan for anybody who is having a hardship. exactly, that was, you know, a couple years ago, but that's where it came from.
Thank you, Ms. Bowman. Let me ask you a question. How many instances occurred that this board saw where someone came in and said, please don't use port mouth, don't use that sledgehammer, please help me instead? Do we have a list of those? Does anyone have a report of those? Does anyone in this audience ever remember, ever, in a single board meeting, ever, that came here and watched and saw that occur? Anybody?
I can testify to one thing.
That someone stood here and asked for it,
No,
and Mr.
no,
Schwab said,
no,
go seek a lawyer.
No, that Portnoy was horrible. I was in that position. And the letters I got, the papers that were hung on my gate, the threats,
It's a hammer, it's a sledgehammer. There was a lady here that was suffering from an illness that begged this board for some assistance. And our solicitor at that time said, go see a lawyer. I think your wife was here at that time.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
And that to me is just heartbreaking. The district, the definition of our district is every stakeholder, taxpayer, who hires our board, elects them as free volunteers to oversee our administration and their staff for every action that's taken by this government agency. And I believe this government is evil in those respects because those people deserve more respect, completely more respect from this board.
David, wasn't there some kind of a story going around about Portnoy being cited or reprimanded?
We can look up all the information we need in reference to it by next month. I think that would be very valuable information. Actually, I'd like to recommend that we get a presentation put on by the Taxpayer Coalition has done reports on this. There's stuff down in Cross County that's taken place. There's stuff out in Erie County that's taken place in reference to the use of a sledgehammer, because almost every district is in the same financial stress that we are in, where the board has overspent money that they didn't have, and now they're scrounging for it. And the shame is gentrification's taking place because you're forcing people out of their homes by just adding on the sledgehammer. I want to make sure our tax, no matter who we hire.
Get the data together and we'll discuss it next month. Thank you.
I mean, maybe it was something done in the past to try to get money, but maybe it's just not the right thing to do.
So will you put that on the agenda, Mr. Cleaver, so that we can have a presentation?
Right now you have a motion.
I know, can you put it on the presentation?
But I don't have exactly what your motion is. I have the gist of it is discuss removal of Port North law firm as a collection agency for past acts.
And become a moral board. Thank you. That's my motion.
You can make a motion and pass.
Dave, sometimes you just got.
I can't. You know why? They're so evil. It's been so many times. People are getting hurt. The students are getting hurt. The district is broke. No, I will not let up.
Mr.
One item.
Bradley,
Thank you.
we have your opinion, we always do. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be glad to share it as often as I can.
Do you have like clear Mrs. Wagner or not?
Am I adding become?
I don't know.
I just have to
David does
discuss,
not become a moral
discuss
board.
removal
I would like
of
to
Port
do-
North law firm as collection agency for
I go ahead.
past taxes on the next agenda. So that's what's important, is going on the next agenda to
So then
discuss.
that would be a motion.
With the presentation.
Who's doing
By
that?
whom? By whom?
We'll find someone that understands the idea of using a sledgehammer to go after individual taxpayers within the community.
Dave Bradley.
Use them. I'm sorry?
Maybe we can ask a couple of people that are on that list to come here and tell us how to back.
There's a lot of people that can make a presentation on this regard. This is an evil practice, it has to end. We have to end this. It's our district.
My question to you, Mr. Bradley, is this, and I agree, and I sympathize with those people, and I think that a small amount is a small amount, but if the rest of us pay our taxes, and some people don't, you know, I mean, that's why you send out collection agencies. It's not to harass people. But if several people get absolved from paying their taxes and the rest of the people don't, I mean, what is fair about that?
Why are you saying absolved, Ms. Frida? And secondly, hold on, why are you saying absolved? And tell me more, please.
Because you're telling us to forgive a small amount.
I did not say that by any means. I said, do not use a sledgehammer to collect a nickel.